Nawathan Kal Halalim Wahawarla Abanawa Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai Bahasham Rachaha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles at the Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well, who teach well, and salutations to the elect, Abaratazar, which means Father willing. So Father willing, this lesson is edifying. Yep, more news reports, more updates on this. Lots of reports going on. As we all know by now, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was captured by the United States, the US military, and, flown back to New York. You know by now. All right. Plenty of information is going around, plenty of reports going around, plenty of narratives going around as well. Okay. Sky News Live 4 minutes ago. Venezuela latest. China demands US free Maduro after Trump threatens military cooperation against sick Colombia. China has told the US to free Nicolas Maduro hours before he is expected to appear in court in New York. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has suggested Colombia could be a target for the US, calling its president a, open quote, sick man, end quote, who won't be in power for long. Listen to Trump 100 as you scroll. Yep. 5th of January, Monday, 5th of January, 2026. So the new year's kicking off with a bang, man. All right. And Nicolas Maduro called out the Zionist as well. And he stated that the people in the land of Israel were not the real people. Okay. So, yeah, these reports are genuine. It's not artificial intelligence. Okay. The other narrative is that Venezuela does not have one of those Rothschild-owned central banks. Okay. Got this screenshot. In the year 2000, there were 9 countries without a Rothschild-owned central bank. Okay, look right there. You got Iran. Right, they crossed out Iraq. They got Cuba there. Crossed out Syria, Libya, Sudan. Crossed out Afghanistan. North Korea's there. Venezuela coming soon. Yeah. Okay, that's the screenshot I got. Okay. All right. So that's the narrative. Okay. And what was it now? And of course, we cannot forget the obvious, the oil. Venezuela has the largest oil reserve in the world. Plenty of gold and silver there as well. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. From The Guardian, live 19 minutes ago. Gold price and defense company shares rise after US captures Venezuela's Maduro. But oil drops, it says. But oils fall after US seizure. I forget that. Yeah. BBC new Venezuelan leader offers to work with Trump as Maduro set to appear in US court. All right. So yeah, we're going to just hear more of this, man. And we're 5 days into January? Yeah, the 5th of January. Okay. So, hey, things are happening, man. You thought 2026 was going to be better than 2025. Nah, you're in the wrong spirit if you thought that. You've been sadly mistaken. And we want things to get worse. All right. All right. Yeah. So things are really popping off. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to ask chat this quickly. As of Monday, the 5th of January 2026, how much silver and gold does Venezuela currently have? Okay. Because I know that they've got plenty of natural resources and agriculture there as well. So here's the most honest database snapshot available as of Monday the 5th of January 2026. I want it up to date, of course, of what Venezuela officially has in gold and silver. All right, let's go down. Central bank reserves official, the most widely cited official figure for Venezuela's gold reserves reported by International Reserve Tracker is, obviously it's according to chat, 161.2 tons of gold held in official reserves. This figure is based on central bank reserve data as of 2025. All right. Some older reports of internal Venezuelan claims present much higher numbers tied to mining projections. Okay. Venezuela's mineral gold deposits in places like the Orinoco mining arc are estimated at several thousand tons, 8,000 to 10,000 tons of mineral gold potential. All right, silver. Okay. Venezuela does not regularly report silver to the IMF's official reserve reporting system. All right. So there's no transparent, regularly published official figure for Venezuela's silver reserves in the international databases. All right. Official gold reserves 161 tons. But we know they got silver, man. They must. Yeah, they do. So Venezuela has used gold reserves as an economic lever during crises, selling and moving bullion as part of financing, which means official totals, shift and are sometimes opaque. Okay. Government estimates of total mineral reserves, gold, diamonds, etc. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, there's plenty of natural resources there too, man. All right. But yeah, what took place, man? Major news here. Okay. So you must know who the hammer of the whole earth is by now. Okay. And this is E showing the world that he can do whatever he likes, when he likes. Okay. And the dragon is the Roman Empire itself. You see? E is that great Leviathan in the sea. The Caucasian man, the cave dweller. All right. So yeah, lots more updates to come out. That the news will bring out, yeah? All right. Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 24. We'll read verses 3 to 8 in the New Living Translation, NLT. Okay. And it reads, Later, Yahushua sat on the Mount of Olives. His disciples came to him privately and said, Tell us, when will all this happen? What sign will signal your return and the end of the world? Okay. World in the Greek is ion, meaning, an age, a certain period of rulership, which at the time of Yahushua, it was the Romans that were ruling, which were E, and now E is still ruling. Okay. It was the last days when, Yahushua was on the scene. Sorry. Okay. Esau is the end of the world and Yaquab is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. So, we're constantly watching and our primary focus is on the end of the world. Okay. Yeah. Yahushua told them, Don't let anyone mislead you, for many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah. They will deceive many. Yeah, many false prophets in the last days. A lot of, Israelites deviating from the doctrine. Okay. 2026, the year of apostasy, sellouts, agents. Okay. The Apostle Tahar named, coined the year. All right. So yeah. Says they will deceive many, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic. Yet these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. Nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. You see, so this is serious because Persia, China, Russia has interest in Venezuela as well. They'll be getting things from Venezuela too, resources, deals. Okay, and what just took place? Like, hey, you saw China demanding. All right. We just saw that. So it's going to stir up unrest among the nations. All right. Okay. So something, had to occur to cause the other nations to or something, for World War III, something had to occur to cause the other nations to come up against Babylon the Great, where World War III would be started. Yeah. Okay. Nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. Yeah, constant earthquakes. There was one in Mexico. I think it was 6.5. magnitude. Okay. But all this is only the first of the birth pains with more to come. Yeah. All right. So yeah. These nations are vexed with America, man. All right. And we're living in the age of wickedness, the Roman Empire. Okay. All right. The first Earth age was ruled by four major empires: the Babylonians, the Persians, and the Medes, the Greeks, and then Rome. We're in the second leg, of the Roman Empire. Okay, we're in the revived Roman Empire. All right. So of course there would be wars and rumors of wars. Okay. All right. Civil unrest, upheaval. Okay. Protests. All right. And there'll probably be protests over this as well. Okay. Took the Venezuelan president hostage. See, this is further proof that E rules the world. All right. Okay. Let's get the book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17. And it reads, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers." Okay, the watchers are the angels. "And the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men." Yeah, the basest of men is currently ruling right now. And the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai had that set up. He brings kingdoms up and brings them down. Okay. He rules in the kingdom of men. Okay. Okay. And we cannot rise up against E and prosper and succeed, because we would fail and it would go against Bible prophecy. Okay. Yahweh Shai has to take this man out first. And E cannot hide himself making moves like that. Okay. And E, it's typical that he goes after top leaders like Yasser Arafat. Right? He died in 2004. Remember Saddam Hussein as well. And of course, Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. Yeah. They go after top leaders via proxy wars, sending whoever they intend to send. All right. Or directly through the American government, or whatever method they use, however they do it, or methods they use. Okay. They will destabilize something. Okay. They unalived Osama bin Mohammed bin Awad bin Laden in 2011. I believe it was the month of May. Okay. All right. They've been taking out T error IST. Spell it out and slowly pronounce it. Okay. So they've been doing that. All right. Greatest war machine ever. Only the Lord could stop this, man. All right. Yeah. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 40. And it reads in verse 11, Job chapter 40, verse 11, it reads, "Cast abroad the rage of thy wrath, and behold everyone that is proud, and abase him. Look on everyone that is proud, and bring him low, and tread down the wicked in their place." The wicked is ruling. Job 9:24 tells you that. So this will happen to E. All right. When the Most High takes them out of power. America is the headquarters of their power as well. Okay. Yeah. You heathens will be put down once and for all, and you 2/3 of our people in America will be destroyed. Lots of prideful people walking about, man. All right. Okay. And guess what? E is not even attempting to hide the fact that he wanted to get the oil. That's proud in of itself. Okay. This devil is increasing that which is not his by stealing, robbing, plundering. America has spoiled many nations. Money, money, money. All right? Greed. That's what it's for. Don't forget about the DRUG industry. Spell it out and pronounce it. Okay? Because they're going to certainly benefit from the DRUGS from Venezuela. Okay? Set up drug lords and then topple them. Monitor them. All right? set up kingpins and that. Yeah. Watch as well as pray, man. Okay. You know, retaliation from the other side most likely would occur. All right. With, you know, China demanding their release, you know, of Maduro. Okay. Al Jazeera an hour ago live. Venezuela's Maduro to appear in court. Trump threatens more strikes. See that? Abducted Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro and his wife will appear in a court in New York on DRUG-related charges as President Donald Trump insists the US is in control of Venezuela, yeah? Okay. Get hold of the resources, natural resources. Trump has threatened further military action against Venezuela as well as against Colombia's president, Gustavo Petro. He also warned Mexico it must, open quote, get its act together, end quote. The UNSC is set to meet today to discuss the US action, which UN Chief Antonio Guterres described as a dangerous precedent. Maduro was abducted over the weekend by US forces and taken to New York in a military operation that also saw large-scale strikes on several locations in Venezuela. Yeah, that's live. BBC News, an hour ago. New Venezuelan leader offers to work with Trump as Maduro is set to appear in US court. Yeah, I read that already, I think. ITVX 44 minutes ago. Venezuela faces key week as questions mount after US raid. All right. Yeah. Thing is, we can't always tell what's truly going on behind the scenes. Okay. Even with these reports. All right. But we know the Most High is at work, of course. All right. Romans chapter 9, verse 17 reads, For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, Even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Okay? The Lord used Pharaoh to display his power. All right? He hardened Pharaoh's heart. Okay? You see? All right? Pharaoh refused to let the Israelites go, and it was the Lord, and it was all the Lord's doing. Okay? You know, so the Lord can, you know, to demonstrate his power. All right? And the Lord uses Babylon for his purpose. All right? Then he'll turn around and judge it. All right? Babylon the Great America. Verse 18, Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will hardeneth. Okay? The Lord is you know, he's stirring the minds of these people. Okay? All right? Look at this. Breaking news, mass movement of US Air Force assets are heading towards Europe. Multiple reports indicate a significant redeployment of US military assets in Europe and the Middle East. 10 US Air Force C-17 cargo aircraft have arrived at RAF Fairford. At least one C-17 has landed at a Jordanian airbase as well. Operational tempo is rising as the region braces for possible escalation. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, these are the flags of T-era ISM. All right. That's true. Okay. Trump said on Fox News something's going to have to be done with Mexico. All right, from World Star. All right. Look at this. Tucker Carlson named fill in the blank of the year. All right. Cristiano Ronaldo reportedly claims 5G is dangerous and refuses to sleep with his phone in the room. 5G is dangerous. All right. So yeah. There are at least 6 nuclear weapons that are known to be missing somewhere on the earth. All right. We will not back down before the enemy. We will bring the enemy to their knees. Supreme Leader of Iran, Ali Khamenei. All right. Yeah, so a warlike spirit is being gathered, all right, upon these nations. All right, and check this out. Venezuela has oil, Congo has cobalt, Sudan has gold, Gaza has gas. Okay. US now controls Venezuela's oil reserves. It's valued, according to that, all right, at $17.3 trillion. Okay. Don't know if that's true, you know. But yeah. Okay, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to end it there. Okay. So yeah, look out for more news regarding this. All right. In closing, I'm going to say all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the elder apostles at Great Millstone, GMS. And shalom to the elect.